Hello everybody, this is J Epic here with my comic book haul number 24. And I have 15 books here to show you guys, and I went to 3 different places to get all the books in this haul. So, we're going to start off with the first place. We're going to go in the order of places I went. I kind of changed up the order of things because I read some books and didn't read some. So, I've read maybe about half of them. Not quite. No real half. I'm not sure how many I've read actually. So we're gonna start off with the first place I went, which was a refurbishing place. It's like refurbished stuff. It's where they had a crap ton of comics for $1 each. So I saw some sort of interesting things, so I picked them up, and I'm actually kind of glad I did. And actually, all the stuff I picked up at the store was independent books, except for one, which was DC. So let's look at them. As you can see, the first one is Wildcats Trilogy number 2. I never was interested in Wildcats before, and I'm not 100% sure what Wildcats are, the Wildcats team is, and who's on it. But from these, well, this one and the next book I'm going to show you, I kind of do know it now, sort of. And actually, all these books I got except the DC one, all the independents are like from early 90s to mid 90s. So yeah, these independents I have are pretty old. And as you can see, it's in a nice cover. It can go right into a binder if you want. And it doesn't have a backboard, as you can see. But it looks like it's been signed. That's a signature. I don't know if that's real or not, but if that's actually signed, then that's awesome. If that was actually signed, because Jay Lee, I think, is the one who wrote this. It was either Jay or Jim Lee. I think it was Jay Lee. If that's a real signature, then that's a good find. But as you can see, this is number 2, so I didn't get number 1. So I got part 2 of the trilogy, and I got part 3 of the trilogy with Wildcats Trilogy number 3. So I just need part 1. This cover isn't as like this looks older, and the bag's definitely older. The comic looks older though. And yeah, it is Jay Lee who writes it. So, or whatever he does, writes or does the art. I'm not sure. I don't really know Jay Lee all that well. So yeah. But there's Wildcats Trilogy number 3. Anyway, here's the DC book. I decided to throw this in here early. The DC book I got, actually the only DC book of the haul completely, is Swamp Thing Annual number 1, which was a part of the Rot World storyline, which was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, storyline in Swamp Thing of the new 52 run, because the Swamp Thing series actually ended at issue 40. So now that I got this annual, I might start collecting the issues so I can actually hopefully get the whole series, because that'd be cool. So yeah, this was a Rot World part, and it was a pretty good story. I was actually getting quite into it. It was a long story, like it took me a while to get through, but it was good. It was good, even though it was kind of long. There's a few little parts that I was like, really? Is this completely necessary? But whatever. It was good. And as you can see, it has a sticker on it from Neverstore, which actually is around here. So, if you want to say, I almost got this book from a 4th store, but they bought it off that store, and I bought it there. So that's cool. Okay, so the next book I got is Supreme number 1 of Volume 2. This was actually surprisingly good. I didn't think this was going to be good. I almost didn't pick it up, but it was a number 1, and I'm like, oh, I'll give it a try. Might as well. And actually, I loved it. It was pretty good. But the thing with these independent books is the grammar actually isn't that good. The grammar isn't the best, but you can still kind of read it. Like the Wildcat books took me a while to get through, because they were like not the easiest to read. Anyway, we have Union number 1 from the ongoing series, so another old one, just like 94 I think. So early to mid 90s this came out. So yeah, actually this was surprisingly good. I really liked this one. This one might have been my favorite issue actually. I actually really liked it. And speaking of Union, from the mini series before the ongoing came out, we have Union number 2 of 4. And as you can see by the covers, they're definitely different, and they're written and drawn by different people. This art's actually way better in this story, I thought. They're both good, but I like this one better. I like the ongoing issue better than the miniseries. But I'll try to get all of the miniseries and see. I'll try to find more ongoing issues. So that'd be cool. Anyway, next I went to the normal comic shop I go to. The comic shop I always go to get my books. So as you can see, first pin I picked up. It actually wasn't the first fin. This was the last fin I picked up before the person I was with ran back in and got me 2 other issues. So this is the last one I actually picked out. So it is, as you can see, it's the Amazing Spider-Man number 14, which is part 6 of Spider-Verse, which is the last part except for the epilogue. The epilogue is the only part left of Spider-Verse I have to read, and I have to pick up the other, like, side stories, like the Spider-Verse and Spider-Verse team-up and that stuff. And Spider-Man 2099 I gotta catch up on, too, to read the full Spider-Verse story. So hopefully I can do that sometime soon. But anyway, I wanted to finish Amazing Spider-Man because I couldn't decide what I wanted to get, because I could only pick up the one more at that moment, so I went for this. But I got 2 more after 2 because the person I was with ran back in and got them for me, and we'll see those issues later. But this was, I actually read this one, and this is pretty good. So yeah, pretty good story. And it was a smart way to do it, I think. Anyway, as you can see, I finally got The Walking Dead number 140, which was Life and Death. So I finally got it so I can read this, 141. Which is actually right over here. I got this either in the last haul or the haul before, and I've been waiting to read it because I couldn't read it before now. I haven't read it yet. Actually, this is the last book I've read. So I've read 8 out of 15 books. That's over half, actually. So that's cool. But anyway, now I can read 140, which I already read, 141, and I can also read 142, which is A Gathering. So that's pretty cool. 141's called Opportunity, and as you see in the cover, I'll put that over there. But anyway, I got The Walking Dead number 142, which was called A Gathering, as I said already. And I actually can't wait to read it. I can't really comment on it yet, so I'm just going to put that over there. Anyway, as you can see, these last 2 issues I picked up are of a series I started a long time ago on one of my hauls. I started this quite a while ago. This series. I bought the Image First dollar issue, and I kind of forgot I had that. So I'm like, on the way out of the store, I saw like issue 17 or something. I saw issue 17 on the shelves because it just came out or whatever. And I'm like, I should have got some issues of that, because I was deciding what I should have gotten. I'm like, I should have looked for some issues of that. I should have got that. And then the person I was with ran back in and got me some and found these. So I found Lazarus number 2, which is pretty cool cover, and it's also second printing, so I'm going to have to try to find the first printing if I can. They probably don't have it, or else I probably would have got it, unless you just didn't see it at that time. And then I can't comment on these because I haven't read them. And then I got Lazarus number 3, which is the original printing, because it doesn't say second printing, so that's pretty cool too. And then, as you can see, I went to the place where I get my Ultimate Spider-Mans as the last place I went to. And I picked up 4 Ultimate Spider-Man books. They got some pretty low issues, but I decided to pick, they got lower issues than this too. They actually got issues like 12 and 14, so they got pretty low issues. But I wanted to get like a story out of it, since I could pick up a limited amount. So I wanted to get a story, so I found these, this short little small run that could get me a story here. Like, I think I actually might have got a story with this, a storyline and whatever. So I got Ultimate Spider-Man issue 50, which is a monumental issue in itself, and it's called Black Cat. That's the title. I think this is the story where Black Cat gets introduced in. And then we got Ultimate Spider-Man issue 51, which is called Shadow Puppets, and Black Cat's looking pretty good there. That's some nice art actually, but whatever. And then, as you can see, we got Ultimate Spider-Man issue 52, which is Catfight. So we have Ultimate Spider-Man. We have Black Cat. I think that's Electra, but I'm not sure. That might be Electra. I can't tell because I have no. There's still a lot about the Ultimate Universe I don't know. So yeah, I saw Ultimate X-Men there too. Like Ultimate X-Men series is always there, and eventually I'll pick it up. But first, I think I want to pick up all the Ultimate Spider-Mans they have before I go into any X-Men series because they have a lot of DC, Independent, and X-Men. So yeah, actually they have a lot of everything. They have a lot of Independent, DC, and Marvel, but most of their Marvel stuff is X-Men. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And they used to have more Spider-Man too, but now they got like half a bin of Spider-Man. So I want to try to get that stuff before it goes away. I don't think it will though. I'll have to pick up some lower issues maybe next time, because I don't know where else I'll find them, because this is the only place I've seen any Ultimate Spider-Man issues, because if I saw them at my normal comic shop, I probably would have picked them up by now. Yeah, because I really love this series and I want to read more, so I would have picked them up by now. And as you can see, the last issue I got here is Ultimate Spider-Man issue 53, which is called Daughters. And actually, they even had the story right after this, I think, which was called Hollywood. Because I saw Hollywood Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4, I think. I think I saw all of them. But I wanted to get this one because it started with issue 50, and these covers are pretty good looking. And I'm interested to see who Black Cat is in the Ultimate Universe. And if that's Electra, I want to know who Electra is too. Whoever that is, I want to know who she is. And plus, I saw it even last time I saw this little set, I think. And I wanted to get it, but I saw like the Ultimatum story and the other story of the Clone Saga, and those are two big stories in the Ultimate Spider-Verse universe. Two huge stories actually in the Ultimate Spider-Man universe, so I wanted to get them, and I did last time, but now I got this, so I can hopefully find out some more about the Ultimate Universe, and who, mostly, Black Cat, and hopefully, I think that's Electra. But if that's not Electra, whoever that other girl is on the cover here, right there, whoever that is, I want to find out who she is. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go here. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.